Story.
Hello and welcome to INC Radio, Faith and Melody. Here we talk about our faith and play your favorite INC original music. Our topic today is A Child's Joy. The first song on the playlist today is children's storybook animation entitled We Belong to God. Stay tuned.
As we grow older, the world will always be a colder place, with intimidating choices to be faced. But there's no need for us to be afraid. No, no. Even if life starts to change, remember to hold on to our faith, for what should always constantly we belong to God. Oh, we belong to God. Oh, we are the youth of His nation who never leave our faith, for we are proud to say we belong to God. Oh, 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 we belong to God. Brothers and sisters, don't ever let the world pull you away from the truth. Keep our calling in the faith, so that with God we'll forever stay. Yeah, yeah. No matter what changes life will bring, no matter what other people think, what should always matter most to you and me is that we belong to God. Oh, we belong to God. Oh, we are the youth of His nation who never leave our faith, for we are proud to say we belong to God. Oh, 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 we belong to God. Oh, oh, oh. When everything turns upside down, the world wonders what happens now. But as true members of the INC, we see things just a bit differently. There's not a thing that we can't face if we're rooted deeply in our faith. So we'll cling on firmly to what we're taught, for we belong to the one true God. We belong to God. Oh, we belong to God. Oh, we are the youth of His nation who never leave our faith, for we are proud to say we belong to God. Oh, 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 we belong to God. Oh, 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 we belong to God.
You who belong to the Lord, holy ones, fear Him. Those who fear Him will have everything they need, not lack anything. Psalm 34:9, Expanded Bible.
Don't be afraid to take the baby steps. It's another day. Don't forget God's just a prayer away. Don't give up now. Trust the process and keep learning. And if you need a friend, we're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. Together as a family, in faith and melody.
Hi, and welcome to Faith and Melody, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. All our viewers out there who continues to join us on a weekly basis, almost every day during the week, and also welcome to those that are new viewers here to Faith and Melody. We hope that you enjoy our show today. My name is Flo Guillermo. I come in from the Vancouver, Washington, here in the District of Oregon. I hope that all of you are doing well this morning. Um, and with me today, I am so happy to have her. Hi, Ate Des.
Aloha kakahiyaka. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Yes, and the sun is just about to rise on my side here. Yep. We're getting a very good, well, not good, not so good forecast. So, to everyone here on the islands, just be ready because we're expecting to have high winds, but still beautiful weather. No typhoon, no flooding or anything, just high winds for now. And
Ah,
partly
nice.
cloudy skies towards the mid morning. So probably bring umbrella. I always have my umbrella anyway.
You
I'm
have to have
Filipino.
the umbrella. Do you have the English and Crystal umbrella that you got from the Philippines? Did you get
Yes,
one?
I have the one from the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I have another one from an old activity we had before, and it's like a big golf umbrella with the logo. I'm not sure if it's from a Unity Games event or from the CFO, but it's a big red, white, and green
Mm.
INC colored umbrella from an event we had back then.
That is very useful, even for here to Atides because it's raining, cloudy. It's still dark. It looks like uh, it's already 8:11 a.m. here in Washington State or on the Pacific West Coast. Um, but it looks like 6 p.m. here, so it's still dark. We hope well, going forward from today, it's gonna be rainy and cloudy, so put on the boots and put on the rain jacket, and, most of us here or some of us uses the umbrella, but most use their raincoat with the
Uh,
hood on, so that's kind of like I guess the Pacific Northwest attire here,
Well,
so
for Filipinos, manang flow, Filipinos. That's I think one way of distinguishing the Filipinos from the rest of the other races. We have our umbrellas with us, be it winter, summer, spring, or whatever. We have the tiniest umbrellas in our purses, in the cars everywhere. But especially around this time of the year, because of the unpredictability of the
mhm.
weather, it's always just nice because like you know how it is here in the islands, right? We have
Yes.
like pocket weather. So I live in a place called Mauka, meaning mountains,
Then
right? So we have our own weather pattern here, meaning it can be raining very hard here, but just a few blocks down the road going towards the city, it's going to be sunny, hot, and all humid and all that. So just be ready. Be Pinoy
alright.
as Pinoy you can be. It's all
You're
right.
ready for anything after this,
Yes.
right? Any kind of weather. We got this, right?
Yes, and we're
All
ready for
right.
today.
I'm ready for today. And so in our program today, our topic today is a child's joy. Then we have our Wiki segment coming up next, and then the verse of the week entitled "Will God Save Everyone?" And of course, today's pretty special, or I guess not the same as always we have, but today we're featuring the children's storybook animation music videos. So we get to be kids a little bit today, or for most of
Yes.
the show today, and we both look forward to your engagement there in our live chat, which we have a lot already. And if you have a song request, please send them over to us here. And so we're going up to our Wiki segment. So Kuya Tex, let's play that Wiki bumper.
Wiki, quick talk.
Okay, so the question on our Wiki segment, and of course, for those of you who are not too familiar, what Wiki means is uh, quick or hurry up. So today we're gonna have a quick talk or about our question today. So question asking all of you there in our live chat, and we have a lot already there joining us. So thank you so much. We'll get to you and greet you in a little bit, but so the question is, are you easily embarrassed? Are you easily embarrassed after this?
Well, okay. So when I was younger, when I was growing up, I had a lot of insecurities. So every little thing embarrasses me. So in class, um, because probably around that time there's only one person who has my name, right? And in the Philippines it wasn't, I didn't know how popular it was back then. I'm just finding out now that there were others around my age range who actually has the same name. So mine is Desiree, accent on desire, right? But it's, you see it, you can pronounce it Desiree, Desiree, etc. And every time my teacher calls me, it's a different pronunciation. So it's always like an issue. So even before I get they'd call, I'd be called in during class, and just my name alone, there's already a lot of discussion about it, and I don't want attention. So it's like I'm already being called, I'm standing there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we're still talking about how to pronounce my name and all other issues with that, maybe jokes or whatever, or storytelling, maybe, and stuff like that. And it usually takes a long time before my teacher would get to the question. And so I am already embarrassed. It's like I wish that my parents would have named me something simpler, like Maria, something like that.
Is that what have you been wishing for
Yes,
all
because
your young time that you wanted a different name?
yeah, because back then there were so many Marias, and in the Filipino tradition, Maria is traditionally a first name.
Yes.
So Maria Luisa, Maria Antoneta, stuff like that. There's always a Maria in their name, so nobody makes a big deal about it. So I wish that, oh, I wish my name was just Maria, simple as that. So call me for whatever, and then I'm done, right? So it's just in the classroom. And of course I was skinny back then, I had big eyes and all that. I had qualities that I was so embarrassed about. So I am easily embarrassed. Like, you'd call me from across the street, I'm like, please don't acknowledge me, please don't call me. Yeah, but now that I am older, I couldn't
Nothing
care, man.
embarrasses you
Yeah,
after this?
my kids are embarrassed now for me.
Oh, oh, for me, yeah, I'm easily embarrassed. It really depends on what's going on for me. Like you, Ate Des, growing up, I didn't like attention. I was shy. I didn't want to talk, and if anyone called on me or said something or whatnot, I get embarrassed a little bit. So um, I do easily get embarrassed, but you grow up and you get stronger, you get bolder, and you learn what to say when you're getting embarrassed, right? So, yeah, that's kind of a little tidbit about me, and of course about Atides. But I have here brother Andrew Wynn from Virginia. He says, "Sometimes I'm easily embarrassed. It depends. I am used to being uncoordinated, so I just laugh that off. However, if it is to do something wrong that I am usually good at, I might blush. So,
Sometimes that's the case with people,
yeah,
even doing good, doing a little uncomfortable or embarrassing. It depends. No, it's probably just the situation.
yes,
And you know how it is, right? Even with our kids, we've learned to accept it. Like in the beginning, they'd be all over us, wouldn't want to part with us, take them to school. It takes a long time for them to to get away from you, you from them. And then eventually they're like, "Mom, can you park somewhere
Oh, yeah, kids are like that. They don't wanna be embarrassed by their parents.
there?" I know, but my kids
Mm.
already know that it's part of me. So their friends even know how we call them. You know, we have like little pet names for each other, so the friends are familiar with them. So it's like they are way past that. But yeah, these are fun things that sometimes that makes us um understand ourselves more. No, we get to know ourselves more because these are
Mhm.
surprising situations. Sometimes you'll say, "Oh, I'm confident. I'm good. I'm ready." Then something happens. Then all of a sudden, it's like, "Oh, you're going to feel it. Like your face is starting to feel hot, right? And
Hot
you'll be
and
blushing, right? And you'll be clumsy and all that." And yes, you're right. See, brother Andrew,
yes,
when we start to feel the slightest embarrassment, no matter how much coordinated we are, how much composed we are, when we let that in, just the slightest, for all, I don't know, for some reason, everything will just crumble.
it does. That's how come I try to avoid situations that embarrasses me. Um, um, Ate Sanaida says, "I got embarrassed when I or we their actions towards me. I guess when different actions triggers,
Or
they get embarrassed, right?
yeah, or being complimented sometimes,
Sometimes,
especially when you're not
yeah,
ready, and the compliment is very good, and you feel uncomfortable. It's something to celebrate, but at the same time you feel like, enough already about me.
it's like you don't want all that attention, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
So,
it's good,
anyways,
Ate Penny. Don't, okay lang yan. If
yeah.
people, and sometimes too, when people do good things to us,
Mhm.
right? For some reason, we feel like we don't deserve it. Maybe somebody just hands you a gift card or coffee, or just comes up to you and say, "Hey, Manang Flo, you look particularly," I was gonna say another word, but stunning. Okay, you look
Mm.
distinctly stunning today, and you're surprised kinda, and before you know it, you feel embarrassed. It's not the embarrassed, right? It's more
Yes,
like, "Oh no, don't tell me that, because I'm gonna be self-conscious now."
right. Manong Del Mar says that he says he don't get embarrassed easily.
Very
He's
good.
very confident. That
Chihu,
no,
chihu, Manong Del.
yeah, we're waiting for you, Manong Del Mar. Anyway, so this brings to a close to our Wiki segment. This was a good convo, Ate Des,
Mhm.
and we have some more to talk about. So, uh, Kuya Tess, go ahead and close out our Wiki segment. No, they don't want to, Ate
Wiki
Des.
wiki, quick talk.
Wiki
Siguro,
Wiki.
there is.
Quick Talk.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Kuya Tex. All right. So coming up on two songs that we'd like to play um, is Ian's English in Cristo children's animation, I Belong to You. And then the next one is Influence the World. So let's play that, Kuya Tex. Stay tuned. Enjoy these songs.
Though this world continues to change, though life may even be strange, there's no need to fear, 'cause I know you are here. For my God who's kind and true, I belong to you. While I live in this world, I know I'll face hurdles and obstacles along the way. And I know I may stumble and struggle to find peace in
ones, fear him. Those who fear him will have everything they need, not lack anything. Psalm 34:9, Expanded Bible.
You were always taught to be prepared. Stay calm, for God is always there. Remember you're inside the Church of Christ. Should you face the vices of the world, be strong and don't be led astray. Be loyal to our God, fight for your faith. Don't let the world influence you. You must influence the world. Show them the way, the truth, and the light. Show them the way to our God. It's true you're different, but that's okay, because you follow God's word always. Hold on to your faith, and in the end, you'll receive the salvation. So don't let the world influence you. You must influence the world. You are holding yourself and fool this world. Your true home is with God above. So focus on the prize. Don't give up. Don't be fear and stand up for the truth. Be brave and God will see you through. So you can always live a holy life. Don't let the world influence you. You must influence the world. Show them the way, the truth, and the light. Show them the way to our God. It's true you're different, but that's okay, because you follow God's word always. Hold on to your faith, and in the end, you'll receive the salvation. You're never alone. Keep so down to your faith. Stand your ground, and God will give you strength. Put your trust in the Lord. Be devoted in prayer, and you'll see that nothing in this world will take you away from His care. From His care. You receive the salvation. So don't let the world influence you. You must influence the world.
Do not be conformed to this world, this age, fashioned after and adapted to its external, superficial customs, but be transformed, changed by the entire renewal of your mind, by its new ideals and its new attitude, so that you may prove for yourselves what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God, even the thing which is good and acceptable and perfect in His sight for you. Romans 12:2, Amplified Bible.
And welcome back to Faith and Melody. Here with you guys today is um, myself, Manang Flo, and of course our very own Ate Des Asenas joining me this morning. And of course, behind the scenes helping us this morning is our Kuya Pong and Kuya Irene. So good morning po, and or good early morning there for you po. I know it's early there, 12 31 a.m. now. Friday. It's Friday there. So they're hitting up their weekend already for them there in the Philippines. And so we're we're looking forward to another great weekend. Can you believe, Ate Des, that we are end of the year, middle of the month almost?
I know, right? And we had our book club meeting last night, and we're already talking about year-end program for the locale. And it wasn't a long time ago when I remember we were talking about plans for the year, and that's just how the way it is. Just so happy that we've reached this far in our lives.
Yeah, and this is your special month too, right, Ate Des?
Yes, I am. I
Did I
embrace.
embarrass you?
No, I'm embracing it wholeheartedly.
Oh, amen to that. Yes.
Yes.
So, Atida's special day is coming up in a couple weeks. And of course, this month is your month, Atida. So let's celebrate you.
It's December.
December. Maybe that's how come mom and dad decided to name you that.
I hope
December.
so, because I was very early. My mom actually told me that I was about 2 months early. They were
Mm.
expecting me around February, late January, February. But I'm just so anxious. I wanna just go out and start
See the
living.
world,
Yes,
conquer the world.
uh-huh. Embarrass myself until I'm tired.
Yeah. So, anyways, we have before we start discussing about our topic, and we'd like to just go ahead and say hello. Do you see anyone special out there for you at this? Everybody, right?
Everybody's so special, of course,
Yes,
Manang Flo.
of course. And so let's go ahead. Our first honor today was Ate Zenaida from Greater Toronto.
Morning,
Um,
Ate Zenny.
Yeah, so good morning to you. It's already like almost lunchtime there for her. Maybe early morning snack she's having, or maybe lunch already for her. So
Mhm.
thank you for joining, as well as um, Brother Andrew Wynn from the District of Virginia, for local congregation of High Point. And then we also have Sister Carol Villanueva from Beaverton. And also, I see my niece there, Beth Mendoza. Hi, Beth. How are you? And I hope you're well. We hope to make another visit back home soon. So you take care. And then who else there that we
I see that
see?
they've already responded to your question, Manang Flo.
What? Which question? The childhood question
Yes, yes.
already.
They can't wait to
Okay.
get back to their childhood.
They want to get back to their childhood. So, question
Yes.
is, how would you describe your childhood? How would you describe your childhood at this?
I would say it's typical because, well, typical for my generation, right? Because it's different now when we say typical. So just to let everybody know, especially the ones who are probably born in the last decade or so, right? In my generation, we played in the streets. We spent our days in the street very early in the morning. We'd see each other, and from there I would say, because the school is just right across the street, so almost everybody, we know that when we start hearing noises and voices, no, by the street, it's like it's time to go. Almost all the kids, we walk together to school. So if you miss that that noise, you're late. So it's like you can actually hear, because it's like an apartment complex. So we would know um if somebody's already awake, they're making breakfast, and also, that's also the time for you to get ready and everything. So everyone in that compound, in that street, we grew up together. So we'd see each other in school. And I would say that's typical because that was how childhood is supposed to be, right? Being with kids your age. So we play in the street, and we do our homeworks together too, believe it or not. So after coming home from school, we know that we need to allot a certain hour, 1 hour at least, no, like about 2 3 p.m. That's the latest is 4 p.m. That's homework time. So by 5 p.m. Philippine time, everyone can go out and start playing our favorite games. And then you'll hear this popular um, theme song for our favorite TV show, right? It's an animation, and it's time for us to come back home. Get
Oh,
dressed, get
wow.
ready for dinner. So I would say it's typical because we get the chance to really hang out, talk face to face,
Hmm.
enjoy the company of our friends, and it's not like that anymore.
It's
Um,
not at its best.
yeah, it's not even safe even in front of your street, right? I am always like concerned if there are kids, even not my kids, are left alone, walking around the neighborhood. This is a very safe neighborhood, but still I am concerned. So
Yeah,
if I see any child walking alone, coming home from school, I just make sure that is the child being picked up, or does he know how where to go? But kids are independent, but it's just not the same.
it's not at its best. When I was growing up, we lived, in on Oahu, in front of a busy street, and so we still, rode our bikes up and down the sidewalk. And when it
Manang Flo rode the bike.
I rode the bike. Speaking of which, when I was learning how to ride the bike, I didn't know how to brake. I did not know how to brake. I
What
knew
kind
how
of
to
bike do you have? Do you have the handbrake or the back pedal
the
kind?
I think was the foot
Yeah,
brake.
that's hard.
That's
That's
hard.
hard.
And I learned the hard way, really. And I rode the bike
Oh.
at the desk. And one time
Mhm.
I was having so much fun. And as I was going, and I was like, oh no, I don't know how to brake. How do I brake? I banged the car that was parked in a driveway. Okay, everyone, that was part of my childhood memory. But you know what? Um, the owner of the car said, "You know what? No damage. It's okay. How about you?" He was more concerned about me, but it was fun. We rode the bike going up
Mhm.
and down. But then when the roads got too busy, our garage, what my dad used to do was pull out all the cars from the garage,
Mhm.
and we had a gate in front, and so we had all the kids come inside our garage, so that way we had a chance to play. We played,
Mhm.
what is that, Chinese jump rope, hopscotch.
Yeah.
I miss those days. Sometimes we even play
Yeah.
hide and go seek around, in around our
Mhm.
surroundings of our home, and
Mhm.
I miss
We
those
don't even have
games.
we don't even need the expensive equipment. We can
Nope.
make it on our own. Even like the checkers. I remember that we have just little boards, and we draw the checker board there, and it was
Mhm.
just so much fun painting them, and we'd get our checks. Is that what it's called? Because they're checkerboards, like from old bottle caps.
Oh,
And sometimes
yeah.
not even that, but rocks, or any pebble we see on the street, or whatever that will be your check, or I forgot what you call them,
I
but
don't
that's
know.
what you're gonna, yeah, that's what you're
I
gonna
know what you
use to
mean.
play the game. Yeah, that's it. Kuya, ano ang tawag natin sa Tagalog, yung ganon? Pamato, is that what it's called in Tagalog? Whatever it is we're using, we just make it. We didn't
Yeah.
even have that. We just made up our own rules. I don't even know that if the rules that we're playing it with they're the real thing.
That's the great part of, making up those kind of games. And look at us now. We're talking about them. Those are great memories that, we can. Okay. He says the one that Ate Des was referring to is called pamato. I guess those little things that you use there, like on a checkerboard. Yeah, and so we create those memories, and it's good fun to talk about it now. Like Ate Des said, we didn't have to have those expensive gadgets or whatnot. We made up, and Even those bouncing ball at the desk, they only cost like couple bucks or so. We played that. We played dodgeball in the garage.
Yeah.
My garage was a two-car garage, but it was very spacious. And
Uh-huh.
so
And
and
we have
so
SIPA. I think you use now the beanie bags. Some
the
of the
beanie
kids,
bags.
yeah, you use that. But while I was growing up, we just have the rubber bands bound together, and that's what we use to play SIPA. But I'm curious, how did he spend his childhood, and
Yeah,
how could he describe his childhood?
let's call on him.
Go,
Hello,
Jiho!
Manong Del Mar.
Hi, Ate. Hi, Mano. Hi, everybody.
Hi there, Kuya,
Hello.
or
Can you hear?
Manong Del
Okay.
Mar. Where are you?
I'm at work,
Oh,
but I'm
oh,
outside, so
well,
yeah.
you're at work. We're trying to reminisce our childhood here. We just want to know, like, if you have any favorite toy or game that you'd like to play when you were little.
Toy or game?
Mm-hmm.
That
What games did
the only
you
thing I can.
do? You still play games right now? Did you play in the streets?
Oh yeah, I played in the streets. We never have those. We never have the kind of the technology what get now. Like back then was like the simple game consoles, not promoting, but I don't think they even business like Atari like that. And then I think so after came after that was Nintendo and all the other stuff. But again, not promoting. But yeah, that was basically what we had. Was like sometimes the games was boring, and then we'd be like go out and in the streets and just make any make any kind of games. Just kind of be creative. What we had to come up with.
I remember, no tree is safe from us. No matter how high or skinny, any tree that can be climbed, we
You
did that.
climb
We
those at
climbed
the
every
desk?
every tree,
You
and
climb
then
trees?
just hang upside down probably, or do whatever stunts from the tree. It's just so much fun. But like right now, I don't think Manong Del, you're gonna let your son do that, right? Climb just about any tree and make whatever kind games there.
He's already starting to. He's starting to climb trees. I kind of let him, but my wife doesn't let him. I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'll catch him when if you fall.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Manang Flow, we don't have anyone catching us because we usually run away from. Don't do this, kids. Well, we play rough, we play whatever.
Yeah.
Especially when our family, our parents are not around. Because when they're around, we have to behave.
Yeah, and we even had, we even if we didn't have toys or whatnot, and we just played those, you played those hand, clap hands or something. You remember those? I
Yes,
forget what it's called, and we
yes.
sing to it, and uh,
Mm-hmm.
we did that, and we had loads of fun doing that when we
Yes.
were kids. I really miss those days. I want to be a
Mm-hmm.
kid again.
Let's do that, Manang
Yeah,
Del, let's do that. It's just like even the simple hide and seek. Well,
hide and seek.
we always do that with our parents. But no, no, just the usual hide and seek within the neighborhood, right? Because sometimes we have to make certain rules like, hey, don't go very far, make sure don't
Hmm.
hide inside your house where we can't go in, right? Because it's like when they hide and they go inside the house, we can't tag them anymore, can't go look for them. And then there were instances before that they hid so effectively, so efficiently, that they fell asleep, and we forgot about we forgot about each other. They took a nap while hiding.
I know,
It's
right?
just for
What
playing, right?
Kuya Tech said something like they're playing outside until like late, late night, until like the
Yes,
morning.
yes.
See, I understood what they said. Yay, Kuyas.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. He said they play that the hide and seek at night,
I
because
didn't see.
especially
Yeah.
in the province, well, actually even back then in the metro, when there were not a lot of high buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can play, and not all the streets are paved anyway, so or cemented, so you can, and it's like the perfect time to play hide and seek when there's a full moon, because
Ooh.
it's bright and it's not very hot and all that. And sometimes we look forward to that. Like we have to make sure that whatever chores we need to do, we need to get it done right away. And even the chores we're not supposed to do, we do it. So just so we gain the parents'
You gain
approval.
points from your parents so you can play
Yes,
outside.
clean everything. Exactly. Clean everything, even if the parents didn't say anything about it. So it's like, oh wow, you're done. Okay, go enjoy.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of toys growing up. I not even those popular Barbie dolls, not promoting, um, but I never had those kind of toys. So,
But I
you know,
wonder though, those who had toys, do you still have them? Let's ask everyone in the hangout or Ohana,
well, yeah.
if you used to have toys, whatever kind of toys that you had in the past, do you still have them? Because you know, like right now it's so hard. We've been moving in the last century, not century, the last how many decades we've been moving, and I've seen some like replica or something that reminded me of my childhood. I'd buy that and I would tell my kids, you know what, this is a game that we used to play before, but we didn't get the chance to because we couldn't afford it. Like you know, we'd make our own equipment or out of it just to play a semblance of the game, but this is how it looks like right now. And my husband, he had a collection. I don't know where they are right now, but probably in storage. He had a collection of the robots that he liked when he was younger. So he was assigned in Japan and Korea, and that's a big thing there. So he bought those the robots, right? So some people do that, no, just to remind them of their
Mhm.
childhood. And believe it or not, Manang Flo, I saw online the slingshot. And there's
Oh,
the what you call that, the modernized slingshot now, but I found one that's really made out of wood, the way we do it, because we used to carve our own slingshot. Ano nga sa Tagalog yun, kuya, tirador, na we have the slingshot. So when I found something online that's really made out of wood, not made out of resin or plastic, I got myself one. Am I
wow.
gonna use it and play it? I showed my kids how to use it.
Yeah. I think Manong Delmar, you had slingshot when you were growing up?
Oh, oh yeah. I had slingshots. Me and my brother used to use it on our sister. Yeah.
Uh-oh. What else? Other games we had also like the our toys that we had slinkies. You remember
Oh,
having
that's
Oh, the
slinkies?
so
flickies.
modern.
Yeah.
You're so modern.
Yeah, kind of half. Yeah, sort of. I had those. How about jacks and ball and jacks?
Yes.
That was
Manong
the
Flo,
Jack
I
fun
knew a
had
lot
that.
of tricks. You did that too, Manong.
Marbles
Yes.
had
marbles.
marbles, and then
Uh, some of
and
them, because
uh
here's the thing, it's
I did
nice talking
marbles.
about this because you know we have a variation of the games. And I grew up in the Philippines, you grew up here, so we probably there's a difference in how we played them. So like the marbles, I don't know how you played that, but we what we did was to put all the marbles together and you have your own marble.
The
And
big bambucha kind.
how
The
big
big
is
one.
it?
We call it bambucha, meaning big. A huge
Oh no,
marble.
we only have one. The same, actually the same color. Yes, Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene, Holland, no, marbles. And we'd put it in
Oh,
a
okay.
pile, right? And
Right.
you're gonna have to flick your marbles to make sure that the aim. I don't know if this is how they played it to Kuya Irene. We're contemporaries here. We'd flick it, and the more marble, I don't know how many tries we can. The more marbles that you get out of that circle, that's
Mhm.
yours. Is that how you played it?
Oh,
How did you play yours?
I don't know. We just hit it, and I I don't know. We just hit the ball, see how much.
Uh,
Do you remember Manong Delmar?
uh,
How that was played?
y- y- yeah, because basically, we did them in school, so get couple time, get yeah, it's like few styles. So the one
Mm-hmm.
that got after this said you put them all in one circle,
Mm-hmm.
and then you grab your whatever your marble is or your kini, what we call kini, your kini. That's your main. That's
Mm-hmm.
the one you use for like to hit the other marbles. So whatever you hit out, that's yours. There's another one called square. So it's almost like circle, but you gotta hit them. You gotta take your kini to where you gotta flick them as hard as possible because your kini gotta bounce back out of the square. If your kini stays in the square and the marble
Yeah,
goes out, that
you're
marble
out.
comes back in, but you know, take nothing. Yeah, no, you still you get them back, but you're not gonna get nothing. There's another one. There's another one called chase. Chase is basically like tag, but you gotta flick the other person's kini. Like you can say,
Yeah.
okay, gotta hit three times. So you hit if you hit the other player's kini three times, then that's yours. If not, then if you miss, you start over again until somebody get three times, or you can say like maybe five times or six times or something like that. But I know
What a
those were the
treat.
main three that I
We're
knew of. Yeah.
learning the Hawaiian
The
term.
Hawaiian. I didn't know had
Hawaiian
different
way.
styles. Maybe we gotta bring that back and play marbles. So Manong Delmar, go find your marbles there, and maybe we
Uh,
come back home
oh,
and play that.
I, I still get them.
All right.
I still get I still get my marbles and I still get my pog sets too.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Manong,
fine.
what is this? Sanaida said marbles. My brothers playing in the sand and make a hole, and whoever get in to the hole
Oh
wins.
yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
hard to
that's another
Oh,
one too. Yeah, that's another one too.
ah, nice.
see.
Yeah.
The thing is you can make up as many rules or objectives as you can with just little things like that, right? Now the toys are so they're boxed, they're packaged in such a way that you have to buy the whole set, and then they make you buy some more to upgrade. If you want
Mhm.
this, then you have to, or if you want this kind of collection, then you buy this one. We just get whatever marbles are there. But some of these games that they're posting from the Ohana, they're really sophisticated. Like Kaandro said, running through the swamps in the summer. Well,
Wow,
yes, we run around the neighborhood.
wow.
And
Let's see.
what else? What else? They played volleyball. Okay,
Volleyball.
that's kind of sophisticated.
Beth said that they played Red Rover. I'm not sure what that is, Beth. Um, freeze tag. I remember freeze tag.
Yes,
Yes, and
yes,
kickball. Um,
yes.
what else do you see? Frisbee golf.
Okay,
What is that?
Ka-Andrew said so. I think Ka-Andrew grew up very sporty or athletic because the they call he calls this play, but look, swimming in Lake Minnetonka, catching small minnows to use later as bait to catch bigger fish. Um, I don't think we did that as a child, right? And Kabeth, hi, hello, good morning. Sister Beth, and she said, they played hide and seek
I
and
didn't
other
see.
games on the chapel compound. And
Oh yeah.
Andrew, inline roller blading, exploring in the woods, and using the compass to navigate back home was fun. Um, Andrew, we didn't have because that's a sophisticated thing for us. We just used um the moon. We just use the moon and the
The moon
voices
as
in
your
the
guide.
neighborhood. Like I hear my mom's voice coming on this side, so probably this is the way to go home. And this is I know this is where the little carinderia or the store where we can buy like food or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
We just use whatever we have, and of course some left items like, oh, Tonton's slippers. Or somebody's stuff in there. What else?
Can I mention
Taguan.
Sister Vicky Domopoy from
Yes.
UK? She said there's a lot of games to play when we were young. Miss the Timbang Preso. Okay, not
Yes.
sure what that is. Taguan,
Yes.
Pico, Chinese Garter, Yo-Yo, Patintero, and more outdoor games.
Okay, very briefly, I will explain to you Manang Flo in the
Yes,
best
please.
English I can. So anyway, tumbang preso, it's just like the can. Okay, same thing like with Irene. There's a can in the middle of a circle, right? And each one of you hold on to your slippers, and the objective is to hit that can out of the circle. So
Oh,
everybody gets a turn. So that's why sometimes we'd ask our parents, please buy us the thickest, sturdiest slippers, because that's going to be our our equipment. That's going to be our pamato, right? Because you don't want the really flat thin the flip flops chinelas. It's not gonna go far. So you wanted something thicker. So that's the object of the game. Right, Kaviki? Tama, ganun din ba? Is that how you
that
played it
sounds
too?
fun, Ate Des.
Yes, just hit the can out of the circle. So whoever does it first, you gain points, right? Now taguan is just hide and seek. Chinese
Mhm.
garter, I don't know if Manang Flo you know about it. So there's a big
I
garter.
did. I did.
Yeah,
And I'm a short person, so for those who were playing and they had, they're tall, uh that was totally a really big challenge, but I did it anyway. I tried it. So even if I was embarrassed that I couldn't make it, I still played because it
yeah.
was so much fun.
I know that was so much fun. And the thing is, in the Philippines, I learned that there are variations to that. To that too. Like if you go to a certain province, they have a certain variation on how they play it, and they would
Mhm.
do tricks. Like they can do somersault or whatever it is. The just the objective is to get through the Chinese garter. And just like
Right.
Jack Stone, Kuya, I am one of the champions in our neighborhood because I can do all the tricks. Like there's so many tricks that you can
So
do under
many.
that. I know too many, but I
Oh, they
did
had
that.
the around the world, you bounce the ball and
Yes,
you grab the
yes,
jacks and then you go around the world or something like that.
yes.
That was so much fun, Atides. We
Yeah,
can talk forever about these
I
games.
know, Manong Flow, but when we were
Right.
playing that, when we were younger, probably we were not aware of the importance or the impact of this game. So we just go out to play because
Mhm.
we're having fun. We love it. But in your case, did you learn any lesson or anything at all? Did you find out anything that helped you mold now? Helped you become who you are today. Like you probably didn't realize it back then while you were playing those games, and then now you realize, you come back to that memory and say, "Oh, you know what? I learned this skill from doing all the marble flicking that I did."
You know, honestly, Atides, I was just playing,
Mhm.
and just joining in, with the fun with the kids, the neighborhood kids.
Mhm.
And so yeah, and one more game, Kuya Pong and Kuya Irene mentioned Sungka.
Yes, I think it's close to Mangkala. So if you're familiar with that, sungka it's like how many bakuya? Like 10 hollow holes,
Hello.
and
Oh,
then big ones on the
on the
ends, right?
end.
And at
Yeah.
the beginning, you'll start with equal number of. We used shells. Uh,
Yeah.
we used shells, and then you can use. We even used like the seed from tamarind.
Oh
When
yeah.
it gets really shiny,
Just
right?
go wash it.
Yes, of course. So you wash it, and then it becomes one of the pieces there. And you start playing. Yeah, sea guy. That's a seashell, right? And one of the things, Manang Flo, actually that I learned is how to strategize. So even
Mm.
like when we're playing checkers or when we're playing sungka, right? It's like I have to anticipate how my opponent will answer or or move. So right there then and there I have to, because my objective is to win. I don't get any prize, but just the fact that that winning is already the big accomplishment there. That you got bragging rights. Like, I beat Manang Flo or I beat Manang Del. I
Right?
beat Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene in what you call that? Ano nga shato, right? You know, just bragging rights. But
Mhm.
then you learn to be a little more not just systematic, but logical in the way you do things. And of course, teamwork. There are
Teamwork.
a lot of games that you really need to talk to your friends or teammates. And sometimes your friends, you don't like them all the time, right? But you have to work together so just so you can win. And for some reason, when I was younger, winning was such a big deal for us. Like, you know, when you win any game, like even patintero, right? Patintero is, I don't know the English equivalent of that. It's just like tagging too, but you have to run, right? Even just simple game of that, once your team wins, it's bragging rights. You can come home happy even with bruises and tell your parents, Ma, we
I
won.
won. I know, right?
You're sore all over, you got scratches, you're all dirty and all that, but there's just this pride in winning. And you know, when I see that in other children, it's very encouraging. Like looking at it from you know, from where we are now, it's like it's a simple game probably, but the joy, the joy that they share playing the game, being with friends, and of course winning, and what
Mhm.
they learn from that. And usually, Manang Flo, it's so hard to deal with losses. When you lose,
Oh,
right? It's
yeah.
like you don't want to come home and cry because sometimes because your parents already know, oh, who won? And you're not like, yeah, because we got cheated on. They cheated. They won because they cheated. It's always like that, right? Our justification is we didn't win because they cheated.
Uh,
We can't
you know,
accept it.
before we move on to this, I know we're just having so much fun talking about this. Sister Felma Tubiera from Beaverton, she says we should teach these games we enjoy to our kids and grandkids, Paul, because these are much better than the electronics. I
True.
have to agree because she's soon to be a grandma.
Oh,
Um, yes, and um, I'm already a grandma, and I'm looking forward to her arrival here soon. And so, thank you for this because we get to bring back these kind of memories and games. So, Sister Falma and I will have play dates with our grandchildren someday, and yeah, I can't wait for that. So, yeah. So we have some more coming on talking about our topic today, but let's move on to our verse of the week today. And it is entitled, Whom Can You Trust in Times of Trouble? And this is by Brother Barry Thompson. So let's play our verse of the week, Kuya Tex.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brother Barry Thompson. I hope that you and your family are well at this present time. You know, in this time of great uncertainty, it's difficult to know what to do and who to trust. So allow me to read to you some encouraging words. Here in the book of Jeremiah 17, the verses are 7 and 8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. And so life at present is filled with much worry and anxiety because of the current pandemic, social unrest, and other grave issues that make life difficult to bear. And it's becoming more and more difficult to know who to trust and listen to and what to do, especially when there are so many opposing viewpoints. So, having trust and confidence in the Lord God is what could free us from worry and uncertainty. Understanding that God is almighty and all knowing, that He is the only one who truly knows what we're going through in this life, and the only one who could provide the necessary strength, can give us the confidence we need to face life's difficulties. And so, what all of us need more and more of today is to trust in God. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and stay faithful. God bless.
All right. Ate Des, what was that?
Yes, before we play our next music, and I'm very excited about this because this is a show also of the many diverse talents of our brethren, and especially in animation. So please do stay tuned for the rest of the program, because we'll be playing a lot of this original animation of original Iglesia Ni Cristo music. We're gonna give this floor to Manong Del to say hi and his greetings too. Manong Del.
How's everybody? Yeah, let's see if I can do this. There we go. Yeah, it's not dark anymore. So you can
Uh,
see. So
at least the sun is up on your
yeah,
side. Mine's not yet.
yeah. Still it's the east side. So well, still getting up there, but at least get sun. Starting to get up to get some light now. So yeah. But yeah. Thank you, Perry, Ate Desmond and Flo. Thank you everyone for tuning into Faith and Melody. It's been a while since I've been doing a greeting. So
We miss
I
you.
forget already, but I
Can
guess.
you do a chihu there since you're outside?
Oh yeah, I can. I guess so everybody that didn't watch me before,
Here goes, here goes.
you might want to lower the volume if you're using headset. If not, it's okay. Yeah, I gotta make sure. Okay. All right, for everybody tuning in, and this for all the ones that remember.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Manong no kaoy. Manong Del no kaoy.
All right, Manong Delmar, we miss you here. Come visit us again.
Yes,
Thank
please
you
do
guys.
drop in
Thank
often.
you. Okay,
Take
hello.
care.
Take care. Regards to your family.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That was nice that Manong Delmar joined us today. I know he's a young dad, and his son is growing up really, really fast. So
Enjoying his child's
you
joy
gotta.
every day.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a break here and play a couple of our INC original music. And like what Atides said, these are like animations and songs by our brethren who put this together, and we're just fortunate to have them. So first, it will be Little One's playlist, Create in Us a Clean Heart. And then after that is children's storybook animation entitled Happy Victory. So please enjoy these musicals, and we'll be right back in a few minutes.
We are your children, your chosen ones. You give us life and strength that we need. You taught us your holy words that we heed. Almighty God, you are the one who called us into your holy church. So we must live according to your holy words. Oh Lord God, create in us a clean heart. Help us to be always faithful to you, so that whatever trials we may encounter, we'll all together live righteously, following your children, your chosen ones. You give us life and strength that we need. You taught us your holy word that we heed. Almighty God, you are the one who called us into your holy church. So we must live according to your holy words. Oh Lord God, create in us a clean heart. Help us to be always faithful to you, so that whatever trials we may encounter, we'll all together live righteously, following your words. Oh Lord God, create in us a clean heart. Help us to be always faithful to you, so that whatever trials we may encounter, we'll all together live righteously, following your words. Ooh yeah, uh-huh, yeah. The words of God came true when from a distant land He chose a messenger to bring all people to the true church, yeah. The trials came along the way. He kept his trust in God, that this work would be victorious. Let's celebrate and praise our God above, for He blesses and loves the Church of Christ. Let's all be happy in our victory, the victory of the Church of It stood the test of time. Now the church has reached glorious heights.
From one man to millions all throughout the world.
The trials came along the way. He kept his trust in God, that this work would be victorious. Let's celebrate and praise our God above, for He blesses and loves the Church of Christ. Let's all be happy in our victory, the victory of the Church of Christ.
And for all who remain will receive the promised crown of
Let's celebrate! Let's celebrate! Let's celebrate! Let's celebrate and praise our God above, for He blesses and loves the Church of Christ. Let's all be happy in our victory, the victory of the Church of
I have declared the future and have saved the nation in times of danger. And I have shown that I am God. I will work, and who can hinder or reverse it? Isaiah chapter 43, verses 12 to 13, Amplified Bible.
Welcome back to Faith and Melody. we hope that you're enjoying our program today, especially that we are reminiscing our childhood. And it's so much fun to listen to each other's stories about how we grew up and, the games that we played. And, it, Ate Des, this has really given me a sense of renewal in my childhood, and especially the games that's being brought up here, and and hopefully when my granddaughter arrives, because I'm sure we can play some of these games. uh Maybe I'll do some videos as well, so and bring out the child in me as well. I can't wait for that. And so um, how about you? Are you loving all of this musical that you're seeing at Des?
Yes,
Aren't
definitely.
they so cute?
Manong Flo, I am a fan of animation, cartoons, doodles, whatever it is you want to call them. And I think I never outgrew that part because even when I was younger, I'd look forward to Saturday mornings. I don't know how the programming was in your area back then, but um while I was growing up, it's either Saturday morning and Sunday mornings in some cases, and then there's the regular animation prime time, but that was like because that's one of the biggest shows while I was growing up. I love animation and even up to now, so my daughter is into that and I enjoyed all her creations. She and I there there was a point that I would say that I got disconnected from that love because you got busy, your
Mhm.
interest got it went to something else, right? But then when I started helping her out in because she joins like anime conventions,
She has been
yeah.
lately.
And it kind of re-sparked, if that's a term, no? It kind
Yeah.
of brought back that spark in me in all these cute little things
Mhm.
and animation and all that. And when we found this playlist that we have, I just felt like we need to share this. We need to let more people find out that we have this playlist showing not just sharing the Iglesia Ni Cristo original music, but also the talent of the brethren in
Mhm.
animation. So putting that together, this is just I'm just like a child right now. I wish I could like wear pigtails, ponytails, and be
We should have
grandma.
done that.
I know,
Um,
right?
to this, I'm so glad you did that. I didn't. I seen here and there, because I watch Little Ones
Mm-hmm. Playlist.
broadcast also,
Mhm.
right? And I know that we have these kind of talents. I just never was, really took a really close look at it. But
Mhm.
after today at this, I it's something that I wanna, put up on my television more often now, especially with the our little girl arriving really soon.
Yes,
So,
and there's more coming up in the future, Manong Flo,
oh, love
especially now
it.
that there's more content that they're preparing. So you've probably already seen it on the official social media outlets
Mhm.
of the church. You'll see a lot of the animated PSAs or
Mhm.
even promo clips and this music video. So there's gonna be a lot more choices for our little ones, for the young ones, and for the young at heart
Right,
forever.
right? So like now, like we're talking about our childlike
Mhm.
wonder, and I feel it already, and so what is one thing you enjoyed doing as a child at it that you wish you could still do today?
Truthfully, um just saying um what's on my mind
Mhm.
without being judged.
Oh,
i mean
totally.
i mean it's like it's I know that as we get older, we are expected to behave in a more mature professional manner, right?
Right.
But I'm I'm silly by heart. I'm naturally crazy by heart, and my children can attest to that. Like I'd break out in just singing. Sometimes I'd be talking to them, and I'd be like I feel like I'm in a musical, and I'm saying things to them, right? Or I'd be dancing, doing crazy things,
Mhm.
and you just can't do that anymore, especially with people you don't know.
Yeah,
Like
and you
that's
get
the problem.
like we said earlier in our show, we might get embarrassed, just
True.
or judge, right? And so
Right.
I wish
Especially
that too. I wish that too
because you
as
were older, manang, right? It's
yeah.
that it like you're expected to behave, to dress up in a certain way, or speak in a way that's more aligned with your age. So
Mhm.
I think for me it's like when I was younger, um if I wanna laugh, it's okay. If it's my family, I'd be laughing if you can see the end of my of my throat. Like
Right?
you can't do that anymore, right? Because there's a lot of well, not just judgments, but yun, ngala-ngala, but the propriety, it's not proper anymore, right?
Mm-mm.
Of course, playing games, like you can just go out in the street and play games anymore. There was one time that the hopscotch, ano nga tawag natin, hindi yun patintero eh. What do you call that, Kuya Irene, Kuya Pong? So the hopscotch, right? I saw that on the streets, and of course, it's different from the way we played that before. But I don't care. I was wearing just not really high heels, no, but that wasn't meant for skipping or playing hopscotch. But with my backpack on, I was like, okay, skip
Did you
one,
do
two,
it?
three. Yes, I did. Yes,
All right.
I did. And the fun part was there was some people who saw me and they just said, go. It's like go for it. Be silly. Yeah, and
Yeah.
my legs were sore after that because you're not supposed to be doing that when you're wearing like leather.
High heels, I know. Even for that little bit, right?
Yeah.
Here in my neighborhood today, right, I'm fortunate, and our neighbors are fortunate where we live not we live away from the busy part of the street. So we're like a inside. And so we have kids on our neighbors, and they bring out their toys and everything. Even during the winter, they bring out their sled boards. And I'm like, I'm gonna join them one day. And when my granddaughter comes, we're gonna go play with them. And so, and they just out there playing, and I love
Yeah.
that. So
Mhm.
that's the one thing, just going out there and just play.
And
But we
sometimes
need
Manang Flo, not just play that the way we dress up, right? We'd
mhm.
be wearing like favorite characters maybe,
Oh
right?
yeah.
From when we were growing up, or even the ones that are popular right now. It's like a lot of people will find it out of order, out of place, or inappropriate for you to be wearing character clothes.
Hey,
You will
anything
see.
goes.
I wish I can show you my collection. Well, I call it collection now because I've had them for the longest time. Not even just that. No, there are people who will find it a little questionable for us to be doing that. But maybe just that
Nah.
I add the liberty of being able to do things that you enjoy without being
Mhm.
judged. That's one of
Right.
the things. And of course, like playing in the street because our knees can't handle that anymore. Playing some of those children's games like luksong tinik, luksong baka, and all that, and all the running.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
arthritis will
know.
not let you do that.
I know, right? So, I mean, I love what Brother Andrew said, that our kids or even our grandkids are the ones that helps us preserve our childhood. And so, that's just that's it. That's and we have our children too in our children's worship service too. They they're so cute, and they're so young, so innocent. And to be that again, that's something that we all want to. And so one more question before we look like we're gonna play a song in a bit. and a song request, but let's see. Uh, we hear people say, "Embrace your inner child." So, what does that mean, Ate Des? I hear that a
I
lot.
am a child at heart. And I think, some people will, I don't find it offensive for me when people say, "Oh, she's like a child," right? For me, when we say embracing your inner child, children are naturally curious and playful,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
let's not lose that, even if we get older, because some people will find it kind of odd when we reach a certain age and we'll be doing things that usually naturally would see that in children. So it's okay, making mistakes, learning from mistakes. Probably you'll say that, "Oh, you're too old already to be doing that. You should know that already.
Mhm.
You shouldn't be making that mistake because you're old already." But for me, that's just the way for us to learn more. Now, get into things that we're uncomfortable with. Try things that we don't know. Find out more things about what we don't know. And if in the process we fail, we get embarrassed, just embrace it. Just,
Mhm.
that's how we learn. Kids from the start, they will fall. Once they're just learning new things, probably walking, running, riding a bike, they'll make mistakes, right? um for me, even as adults, if this is our first time to try doing things, just put ourselves in that mindset that I'm still learning. And
Mhm.
no matter how much bruises I'll end up with, no matter how much emotional or embarrassment or whatever emotional trauma, I will keep doing it because I love doing it. And find joy in little things. You know how children can be running, being focused on one thing, and then something, and then they'd stop, and then they'll be hyper focused on just one thing, and that's it. Maybe they're walking down the street, happily singing, you're holding hands, and then all of a sudden saw a little, um what's that called, a little weed or the dandelion, and they would stop, forget whatever it is they're doing, and start playing with that. Be that, do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you just enjoy the moment. Be a child even for that moment, so embrace it. And a child will never lose that wonder, that what if or the whys. They will never ask, they will never stop asking questions. Hopefully we do the same thing. Be a child. It's okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ate Des, for that, because I'm gonna bring that back too. Because, for me growing up when I was a kid, I had to be an adult really fast. I had siblings to take care of. My parents went to work, and so I became like the mom. And so I think I get to go back to that and relive that and the childhood and bring back the child wonder, and it's okay. Never mind being embarrassed, and
Yeah.
and and just try things, because really that's what life is all about. And I know that our age sometimes stop us from doing the things, because they say, oh, you have to be proper, you have to dress proper, say proper, behave proper. And I think it's time that we bring back our child, our
Yeah.
childhood, our childlike behaviors, right?
I just I was just laughing at what Kuya Rod said, because this is true. I remember there was a child who was actually like that. So where we were walking, I don't know what we were so engrossed about. We're talking about something. We were so engrossed. We were all into that one topic, and one of the child said, "Squirrel!" And we all like, where? And we all ran scrambling like we were trying to look for it, and I was just like one of the kids trying to look for
Look
that
for
squirrel. So it's like it's a fun time to be, but that's true. Be like that, Do not
Yeah,
stop yourself from exploring, but of course,
exactly.
don't lose your focus as well. But
As- mhm.
always have that childlike wonder in you.
always, right? And so this brings us, and we're gonna play a song request by from Ate Vicky Domopoy, and she requested Sabi ni Lola. And let's play that, and we'll be right back with the rest of our discussion. Kuya Tex?
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Sabi ni Lola, di nagtatagal. Ang buhay natin ay maikli lang. Lahat ng gagawin ating ituwid, pagkat sa Diyos ipagsusulit. Sabi ni Lola, Diyos ang gagabay sa magulong ikot ng ating buhay. Kung madapa tayo, iaabot kanyang kamay. Kung masugatan, lunas ka niyang ibibigay. Huwag mo nang sasayangin ang bawat segundo. Oras ay di huli, hinto't lahat ay nagbabago. Sana'y palarin na aking masilayang magniningning kang gaya ng bituin. Sabi ni Lola, malalaman mo rin sa pag-unlad may nagbabago ng mithiin. Kung kalooban ng Diyos ang susundin, sa pagtanday masaya ang damdamin. Sabi ni Lola, aking tularan ang pagmamahal ni nanay at tatay. Saan man ipagpad ng Panatag akong lilisan, tiwalang mga pangarap mo ay
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Wow, I love that one, Auntie Des. Oh, that was so good.
It's like
Thank
very
you.
appropriate, right? Like asabi ni
Very.
Lola. Do you know what that means?
Uh,
What grandma said.
the grandma said.
Grandma said. So
Oh, that's me.
probably, yeah, grandma said. And of course,
Yeah.
a lot of us who grew up with our grandparents as well will
Yeah.
remember the wisdom, right? The way that they taught their children, our parents, and then the way that they took care of us as well. And beautiful, beautiful animation too.
Oh, awesome. We can we go to that next I don't want to miss to play
Let's play them.
our
Let's play
song.
them back to back, Manang Flow.
Yes, let's play that one at Kuya Tex. Let's see. It is a child's prayer. So let's play that Kuya Tex. And this was um, requested by our artist Sanaida Novesteres.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Lord, look upon me from heaven and kindly hear my humble call. I worship you, Lord God, and praise you, Lord, with love. Oh, I open my heart to you. Lord, please forgive my sins. I love you, Lord. I adore you. This I vow forevermore. Oh, Father dear, oh, Father dear, I thank you for your love. Oh, Father dear, oh, Father dear, I thank you for your love. As I sleep tonight, please be with me. Please keep me safe from all harm. And when I wake, I will serve you. This I vow forevermore. Father, please always protect our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Give him the life and strength that he needs. Bless him with wisdom and always guide him as he leads the entire church in serving your most holy name. Oh, Father dear, oh, Father dear, I thank you for your love. Oh, Father dear, oh, Father dear, I thank you for your love.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and melody heartbeats.
Oh, wow. This show was certainly not enough to be talking about our childhood memories and all of that. We're getting back to back songs. So thank you so much for the song request that we've had so far. We have one more that we're gonna add to our song playlist towards the end. So yeah. And so our last song, our last question that is being childlike signifies curiosity, creativity, just being simple, and everything that has a lot to do with being a child. So how have you used childlikeness in your life, and how does that influence you? Um, I for me, it's just starting to reignite after today, and with things that I'm looking forward to, um, and just being, I think, being curious about things, looking up things. What do kids do? What do we do? How do we do that? But one thing about creativity for me is I've I've brought coloring books at the desk. I have several coloring books with a whole array of different color pens and crayons and pencils. So for that, I love coloring when I was a child, and I brought that back, and I love that, and I need to bring that back again. We get so busy, but even just to take 10 minutes to just color something, um, that's my thing about being influenced for that. Atides for you.
You know what, Manang Flo, I think for people who've known me, they will say that you will hear this from them. Like, para kang bata, parang hindi ka tumatanda. In the sense that they still recognize some of the things that I used to do as a child or as I was younger that I am still doing right now. So they know that actually they're lying all around me here, but I'll just show you the back. So if you know, you know. So this image right here, I have all those in different variations. It just makes me happy to have them around. So I'm almost 56, yet I still collect these things. And recently into these little things here, right? So little trinkets,
Cute.
little figurines, right? Plush toys and all that. And probably because I felt like while I was growing up, I didn't really have my own toys like that. I need to borrow from my sisters, or we really don't have anything like that. And that will always have the sense of uh pursuit. Like if you really want something really bad, that creates the passion to really work hard to achieve it. So while I was growing up, I didn't have all this, and I told myself, work hard so you can have a good job, get your own money, and you can buy all these things, and which happened, right? So for me, having that childlike attitude, so to speak, it's like as I said earlier, don't be embarrassed. It's okay, you can make mistakes. Sometimes you make a fool of yourself very publicly, like I always do here on INCRadio, but it's all part of growth as well. And one of the things that we truly admire, or we would really look at the children, is how they're naturally social human beings, right? In the beginning we'd
Amazing,
think,
right?
yeah, right, we'd think, oh, they might have a hard time socializing or meeting other people, but that's not the case. Let them out in the playground, before you know it, they're gonna come
Tons of
back to you.
friends,
Yes, and they already have a best friend they have met for two
right?
seconds, right? And things like that. Being able to just communicate to anybody, um enjoying some things together, sharing things, right? I love that about children. So
Mhm.
if we can cultivate that too, there's a lot of improvement that we can do in our personal lives and also professional lives. Because as we get older, we're always like bogged down by competition, by restrictions and all that, and all the standards that we have um, to achieve in order to be promoted or whatever, and that tends to be the focus. But if we stop for a moment, walk down the street, you find a squirrel, you scream squirrel and go chase the squirrel, go for it. Right?
I have lots of squirrels here at the desk in my
we,
backyard.
Oh, it's not. We don't have squirrel here in Hawaii. I think it's mongoose.
Mongoose.
Yeah, mongoose. That's the closest squirrel that we have.
Opo.
I'm not sure if I've seen squirrel here. I don't think we have squirrel, but yeah, we have mongoose.
Mhm.
Things like that, or a bird or whatever. Just stop, appreciate things, and be like a child.
Mhm.
Ask questions, even if you feel like those are insignificant questions. No question is insignificant or unimportant.
Uh,
Just
yeah.
ask.
I think another one is just recently, our ministers have little kids, and I get to, talk to them and play with them and do the little happy dance with them and not feel like, oh, that's okay. People are watching. If I look silly, that's okay. Just go and do the happy dance and just do it. And so I really enjoyed this topic today with you, Ate Des, and everyone that joined us today. And we're just gonna, bring this to a wrap. And I feel like I can't stop just thinking about this, but we're gonna have to. And so let's, as we mature and take on responsibilities, there are moments when it can be refreshing to stop. Um, Take a moment, be a child, reminisce about the old days like we did today, and maybe do the things that we enjoyed as a child. The quality of childlikeness can benefit our daily dealings, especially when we interact with other people. When we embrace our inner child, we open ourselves to new possibilities and look at things from a fresh perspective. Exactly what we did today, and so we're so grateful for that. And I think in the coming 2025, we get to be second chance of being children again, and so I look forward to that. All right, I'm just gonna just really quick. What's your top comment?
Oh,
Uh,
there's a lot. Manang flow.
I know all
Everything.
of them.
Yes. And I'm so surprised. Like Kuya Rod, you have competition here for acronyms. So there's a lot of them. Let's just read some of them. All of your comments are the best. But even at the top of the program, we already have some
Mhm.
acronyms from, I think, Brother Andrew. I have to pull up way from 2 hours ago.
I actually highlighted it and put it in my own messaging.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can
But
read that for you at this.
yes, yes, please do.
Okay, so Brother Andrew said, "A child's joy, uh, adorable children, heartfelt, innocent, loving, devoted, singing, jubilance of youth."
Yes, but
And
before that, let's play the bumper.
oh yes, we got
That's so excited
excited.
here. We're childlike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it, right?
Yeah, and one more I'll mention Atizanaida's one, a child's joy, angelic curiosity, happy individuals, longing, dedicated in serving our God. The CWS Jolly, overwhelmed youth, Iglesia Ni Cristo or INC.
Awesome.
Wow. And I'm gonna take the last one here at Des. You have one? I know you
Kuya
you sing
Rod
one.
said this is what he wrote for childhood: carefree, having indistinguishable laughter, doing happy, outstanding outcomes daily. I like the happy and indistinguishable laughter. Like kids can
Yeah.
just laugh about anything and
You know who has
kind of
an
very contagious.
indistinguishable laughter that I can hear it from all the way in the Philippines is our Kuya Edwin.
Of course. Hello
Yes.
po, Ka Edwin.
Yeah. Hi, Ka Edwin. And so, one more. Kuya Rod says, "Young at heart for me means don't worry, be happy." So
Yes.
let's we'll edit it there. I know all of your comments, your insights
Ate
today.
Sko also
We
shared
love it.
one. I lost it somehow. And actually Kuya Alben Kada from
New Zealand.
yes, he said that when back then they were very active in physical activities and socializing with other kids, and he said he hopes kids today can relate to that kind of joy. That's true.
Yeah, that
And
is.
there.
All right. All right. So that brings us to the closing of our program today. This was most enjoyable. What a great way to, start off our weekend. Maybe one of us will go out there and play some of these games that we've talked about. And so I'd like to acknowledge our brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, our CEBSI president and CFO coordinator, brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, our INC media production section chief, brother Montrival Boy, and our INC radio station manager, brother Wally Tarai. Thank you so much to these important individuals that help us here on INC Radio that continues to inspire us as Iglesia Ni Cristo members. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And we thank all of you who has joined us in our discussion this morning. We truly, truly appreciate your dedication to Faith and Melody. And just know we're here Monday through Thursday. So don't miss us. And we hope that this show brings a beautiful start to a wonderful weekend. And we'd like to have you have a fabulous day, everyone. And anything you want to say before I mention the rest of our program, Ate Des?
Let me just say, thank you, Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene. I hope we get the chance to play these games that we used to play when we were younger. And thank you, everybody. Of course, Faith and Melody goes Mondays to Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 midnight Philippine time. And as early as now, I'd like to invite you all, our Ohana, because we do this annually. We have the annual Faith and Melody meet and greet. It's an offline, just we'll just have fun. So please send us your contact information either through any of us,
Any
or
of us.
look for us on Telegram or in the other social media. My handle is @des. So if you see us on social media, just send us a message and we'll send you an invite to that event. It's just for us to have our little get together. So to thank everybody for
Awesome.
all your help. Thank you. And coming up next, Manang Flo, after our last
After Faith
song.
and Melody, we'll have Iglesia Ni Cristo and the Bible, and the topic is the Church of Christ is Man's Remaining Hope by Brother Jomel Morado and Brother Jonas Ira. And we'll play our closing song, children's storybook animation, Romans 13:11 to 14, and of course our song request as well from Kuya Rod Kaayag, entitled "All These I Pray." And we hope that you enjoyed our program today. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Aloha, mahalo, ahuiho.
Yay.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
But make sure that you don't get so absorbed and exhausted in taking care of all your day-by-day obligations that you lose track of the time and doze off, oblivious to God. Night is about over. Dawn is about to break. Be up and awake to what God is doing. God is putting the finishing touches on the salvation work He began when we first believed. We can't afford to waste a minute. Must not squander these precious daylight hours in frivolity and indulgence, in sleeping around and dissipation, in bickering and grabbing everything in sight. Get out of bed and get dressed. Don't loiter and linger, waiting until the very last minute. Dress yourselves in Christ and be up and about. Romans 13:11-14, the Message.
I pray you may help us stand strong. I pray you may help us endure. I pray for the lonely. I pray for each family to keep their faith so strong. I pray and thank you
your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Ito ang INCRadio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo.